Hello everyone, this is Dawn over at Plot Chronicles. I have to tell you guys, I read one of the craziest books. I'm going to tell you whether I liked it. Let's get started and talk about it. I have to ask you guys a question. I am definitely not a writer, and to be totally honest with you guys, I have a lot of ideas for books, okay? But I'm not very good at wording things. But the thing is, I have so many ideas that could potentially make a really exciting book if somebody were to write it, but they'd have to elaborate on some of my thoughts and make it their own, obviously. But this book, I'm going to tell you about it, but I'm going to tell you what I would have liked to have done as an author that I think I would have enjoyed the book more. And I actually did not enjoy this book, but it has really high reviews. It's called My Darlings, okay? I actually didn't even put down the author. I don't have it offhand, but I'll put down the author in the description below. But it was called My Darlings. And it's basically, if you've ever seen the TV show Dexter, if you can look that up, Dexter meets Desperate Housewives. I'll say it is about a PTA mom, a stay-at-home mom, who's, always dressed beautifully and things like that. But she's a serial unaliver. We have to use the word unaliver. And so she basically is not a good person. Now, let me tell you, I won't give away anything that happens, okay? And she has one teenage daughter, and she's married to a wonderful guy, okay? And she has got a group of friends and all that kind of stuff. But the reason why I didn't really enjoy this book, and I'm going to tell you what I would have liked to have done if I would have written a book like this. I love it, and I think it takes real talent to do this. Have you guys ever watched a movie or read a book where one of the main characters, the character is kind of an unsavory character, but for some reason the author has you rooting for that character? In other words, they're not a good character. They're not a nice person, but for whatever reason you love them and you don't want them to get caught. Have you ever had that feeling? Well, that's not the way this book is. I actually really didn't like any of the characters. None of the characters were good people. And I think that the book, it was interesting. I will say that. And it was like nothing I've ever read. I will also say that because a lot of people will say, oh, these books or these TV shows or movies, we need original ideas. Well, so many things have been done over and over and over again. It's more challenging to come up with an original idea. Well, I can tell you what, this was very original. I'm going to give you that. But if I would have written this, what I would have liked to have done is had written up a book like that, but had the main character be really sweet and loving, where everybody loved her. You've heard about things like that where someone's a serial unaliver, but they're known to be like a pillar of the community and they help everybody and everybody loves them. Something like that, okay? But then they have a group of people that they're unaliving, but they have a certain group that they go after, kind of like Dexter. He only went after people that were unsavory, bad people that were getting away with crimes, okay? This woman is not doing that. So I didn't love the book because I didn't love her as a character. The book was well done, but I wasn't rooting for her. Like I said, I love when I root for a character. I have to like it. There was a book that another author wrote, Natalie Borelli, and she had an unsavory character, and she ended up being a good character at the end. But there was one of her books where this character was just she was an awful person. Not a good person at all. But for some reason, I was rooting for her, and I loved her even though she wasn't a good person. Don't ask me why. That, to me, takes real talent in a writer to do that. So I'm going to write this below. I will tell you, if you want something unique, this is it. But I don't remember the name of the author. I should have gotten that before the video, but I will make sure to include it. Have you guys read My Darlings? I would love to know what y'all would think of that book. That's all I have to say for now. And by the way, I'm going to be doing some videos on other books coming up that are not in the thriller genre, so I'm going to be branching out. I'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye.